guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peachy and this channel is all about my Sylvanian Families collection. For today's video we're going to take a look at a vintage piece from my collection, and that's this item here. This is the Tomy edition of the Country Bus. So this is the first edition of this item and it came out in 1992, and this particular one here is from my childhood, so I would say I probably got this either in 1992, 1993 maybe. So right when it was released. And this particular item was a UK exclusive, so when Tomy and Flair were in charge of distribution in the UK, we did have a number of UK exclusives here, which I think is really cool. It's not something that we tend to get too much of anymore, but the UK exclusives are some of my absolute favourite items because this is a very quintessentially British kind of iconic item. It's based on a Routemaster bus, which is the kind of red London buses. Got a kind of 1960s, 1950s-esque design. I think this one is particularly memorable for any UK collectors. So this bus mould went through 3 editions, I think. This first one here, 1992, and then a slightly later edition in a different colourway. So that one was kind of cream and green, and I'll pop a picture of that here. And then a third release as well, back to the red coloration but with updated stickers. And I'll pop a picture of that one here as well. The only one I actually have in my collection though is this original edition here. Also, I've got here 2 figures. So this is the bus conductor and the bus driver set. So these came in a figure pack of 2, and these were put out by Flair in 2009. Their names are Stan and Olive Bearbury, which is quite funny. It's a reference to a UK sitcom called On the Buses, and they come in these really cute little uniforms. Olive here's got a ticket machine, and then Stan has a little bag with a lunchbox in, and also a little flask here of tea. So these 2 were actually marketed to go with the cream and brown version of the bus, so I think that one was called the Woodland Bus, but I think they work just as well with the red version. See, their uniforms aren't quite matching, but I think it still works. So if we pop Stan and Olive to the side for a minute and we'll take a look at the bus itself. I don't have the box for this one anymore. I think I must have got rid of that shortly after we got it because I couldn't find it when I moved out of my parents' house either, so I think that one is well and truly gone. But the bus comes with this little bus stop. It's just a plastic sign with 2 stickers on. Mine's a little bit sun damaged unfortunately, but it came with this. And then the bus itself, and mine is quite play worn in places and some of the stickers are peeling and a little bit sun damaged unfortunately. However, I have had this since the early 90s and I played with this so much, taking my Sylvanians on all sorts of outings everywhere, up and down the stairs and in the garden, so I'm not surprised it's looking a little bit worse for wear, but it's not showing up on camera as much, so that's good. So you can see it's got 2 decks, top deck and bottom deck, and it's also got a set of stairs at the back here that you can access the top deck from. The wheels are actually rubber, the tyres feel kind of rubbery and they obviously spin. Stickers here, so you've got Sylvanian Motor Bus Company 1860, and this advert is for the original Tomy village store, so this sign here is the same font and everything that's on the village store sign. Then if we come round to the front, so you can see it's got headlights and those have got kind of a mirrored sticker on them. Got mud guards, and then you've got a crank which would be used to like wind up the engine on a very old style car, and mine is a little bit stiff but it does still go round. License plate here, it's got a little horn here. Here's the windshield, and this is really cool. So to access the driver's seat, this bit doesn't move, however this bit folds down so you can really easily get in there to put your driver in, which I thought was really clever. Makes it much easier than trying to fight to get them in. This piece here is interchangeable, so I've got picnic outing on it today, but there were a couple of others. I think it was like school bus and village store. They're in the back so we can have a look at those. Again, this is just made of card, number 17. And here is a sign for May Blossoms Village Florist. So that is the florist shop put out by Tomy with May Blossom. On the other side, oopsie, on the other side, you can get a bit of a better look at the driver's seat. So I'll take you in. So there's a steering wheel and that goes round. There's a little gear stick down here. It moves, but only because the plastic is a little pliable. Sticker here with all the speed gauges and such. It's even got little foot pedals down here. And then it's got the kind of honker for the horn. That's probably not the technical term, but you know what I mean. And then it also has a handbrake, and this is cool because this moves. So the handbrake is functional. Well, not functional, but you know, it's an articulated piece. On this side, you've got the same sticker again, Sylvanian Motor Bus Company 1860, and this one is for Babblebrook Soap. So Babblebrook is the surname of the Grey Rabbit family who run the village store. And then here is a little sign that says, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that on the video, but it says luggage only, and there's a little picnic basket stowed there. We'll take a look at that in a minute once we've been round to the back of the bus. And then up here we've got a sticker for the Oakwood Bakery, so that's the very first bakery that was put out, the Tomy edition. And then you've got the stairs coming round. There's also a picnic table stowed under here. We'll get those out in a second. So then on the back you've got a window here into the downstairs bottom deck. There's an advertisement for Mr. Webster's Dairy. Mr. Webster is the little duck figure who comes with a milk cart, and he works at the dairy. There's a sticker here. This one says hold on tight. Another license plate just up the top here. And then on the stairs, I like these stickers. So there's one here that says mind the step, and another here that says hold on to the handrail. And those are, if you've ever been on a British bus, those are pretty, or the British transport system in general, those kind of stickers are all over the place. Hold on tight, mind the gap, mind the step, please hold on to the handrail, please stand on the left of the escalator, all of those kind of things. So they're very, we probably have them in other countries as well, but they're just something kind of instantly recognisable on British transport. So I think it's really paying close attention to detail that they included these stickers. And then for the seats, they're kind of moulded to look like bus seats, just one plain colour, and the same again on the top deck, except there's 3 rows here, and it's kind of got a walkway, whereas the bottom deck doesn't have any sort of walkway. I remember that really annoying me as a child, that they had to kind of climb in over the side of the bus, but that's by the by, doesn't really matter. So let's have a look at those accessories on the back. So there is this little picnic basket, and this is kind of made of, well, it's plastic, but it's made to look like a wicker picnic hamper. Unfortunately, mine is broken at the hinges, and I am yet to speak to anyone who hasn't suffered the same fate of these hinges breaking. They're kind of very thin plastic, but it still holds together perfectly well, more or less, by the front catch. But it should open like that. However, obviously, mine is broken off, but it came with this little cake, white icing and strawberries on the top. 2 of these little pies. I liked to pretend that one was apple and one was like blackcurrant. And 2 little bottles of drink. So like an orange juice and an apple juice maybe. I'm not sure if these are the original ones, because I've just noticed that they are different sizes. So it might be that I've got replacement ones in here, but I think it was this one that might have come with the bus with the gold lid. And then obviously you've got your little hamper. And then these are the other ones I was talking about. There's village store, school bus and holiday special. I'm not sure if that's all the ones or whether I've lost any over the years, but 4 seems about right, so that's probably all of them, hopefully. Then stowed in here, which goes underneath the bus, is a picnic table. And I remember always really loving this design when I was a kid. I thought it was really clever. So, a bench, second bench, and then it's got these little pop-up legs, and it makes a picnic table. Mine has this sticker on it which I keep meaning to get off and I haven't. I don't know why that's there. I don't think it was meant to be there. I probably stuck a sticker on it as a child and then at some point took it off, and I've been left with all this lovely sticker residue, so I need to actually remember to get that off. But little picnic bench with seats so that they can have their little picnic. That's since they're going on a picnic outing. And then on the bus, and I don't know, I haven't pulled this out for forever, so I don't know whether it's going to be stuck or what kind of condition it's going to be in, but there is, oh, it looks pretty good actually, a bit dusty, but there is a little awning that you can pull out, a red and white striped awning to go over your little picnic table. And one final feature of the bus is it has this handy dandy carry handle that just pops up. So if you wanted to kind of push it along, I remember I used to use this handle to push it along and carry it up and down the stairs. But I think that's quite nice because it's not a very intrusive design. If you don't want it there, you can tuck it away and it's not particularly obvious that it's there at all. So once I'd got everything out, I couldn't resist setting up a little picnic scene. So that's what I've done here, with just some customers of the bus just out on their little picnic outing. It seemed mean to tell them they were going on a picnic outing and then not actually set up the picnic outing. So here we are. And that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.